The $30 million MQ-9 Reaper was once the undisputed king of the skies. But in 2026, it's becoming Iran's favorite target. How did a drone, designed for total air superiority, become so vulnerable? Today, we're decoding the advanced Iranian defense tech that is systematically knocking America's most famous eyes out of the sky. To understand why the MQ-9 Reaper is no longer the untouchable predator it once was, we first need to look at the scale of the losses. By mid-2026, the United States had reportedly lost more than 24 MQ-9 Reaper drones during operations connected to the conflict with Iran. For an aircraft designed to operate far above the battlefield, armed with advanced sensors and precision weapons, those numbers were impossible to ignore. Each Reaper costs roughly $30 million. But the financial loss tells only part of the story. Every drone shot down represents a surveillance platform removed from the sky, a source of intelligence suddenly gone dark, and a gap in America's ability to monitor one of the world's most volatile regions. The question was no longer whether Iran could threaten the Reaper. The question was how Iran had turned one of America's most feared drones into a target. Across the Middle East, the United States operates a network of military bases spread across multiple countries. From Kuwait and Qatar to Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Jordan and Saudi Arabia, Syria, Iraq and Israel. These bases form a wide regional footprint. On this map, each point represents a key U.S. military installation in the region. These bases act as staging points for aircraft, surveillance missions, and long-range drone operations, like the MQ-9 Reaper. Among all these bases, Kuwait plays a key role in U.S. air operations in the region. From here, MQ-9 Reaper drones often take off for long surveillance missions across the Middle East. The Reaper flies at very high altitude, designed to quietly observe and gather intelligence over enemy territory. For years, this made it one of the most effective surveillance platforms in modern warfare. But in 2026, even high altitude was no longer a guarantee of safety. High above the battlefield, the MQ-9 Reaper continues its mission, flying steadily at extreme altitude. Everything appears normal in the sky, silent and unchanged. But deep below the surface, the situation has already shifted. The target has been detected, the track is stable, coordinates are locked, and a decision is made. On the ground, an air defense launcher activates. Seconds later, a missile is fired. It breaks through the sky at high speed, climbing rapidly toward its target far above. And the MQ-9 Reaper remains unaware of what is coming up from below. The missile continues its climb, cutting through layers of cloud and sky. Above, the MQ-9 Reaper remains steady, still locked in its flight path. For a brief moment, nothing changes. Then everything happens at once. A sudden blast lights up the sky, and in seconds, the MQ-9 Reaper is gone. What was once a $30 million surveillance platform disappears in an instant, along with a loss that goes far beyond money and raises serious questions about the future of high-altitude drone operations in contested airspace. As reported by multiple sources, many MQ-9 Reaper operations during the Iran conflict were launched from bases in Kuwait, particularly Ali al-Salem Air Base. The distance between Kuwait and the nearest parts of Iran is relatively short, roughly 120 to 150 kilometers across parts of the Gulf, and even less in some locations. Given the capabilities of modern surveillance and long-range radar systems, it is possible that Iranian air defense networks can detect or monitor aerial activity soon after a drone becomes airborne. While there is no public evidence confirming that Iran tracks every MQ-9 from takeoff, the proximity of Kuwait to Iran means that Reaper missions may come under observation much earlier than many people assume.